it's absolutely vital that you watch this video. Hi, my name's Christine L. Conroy. Welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff, a channel for women who are getting happy, living longer and growing younger. And yes, we are living longer, but we want to live longer and be healthy, do we not? Well, I wanted to tell you quickly in this, just a quick video, to tell you about a vital study. That's the name of the study. Do you see what I did there? It's a vital study about vitamin D. Now, I know I said in the last video that I wouldn't talk anymore about vitamin D, but here I am because this is new and exciting research that has been done about vitamin D. Wait till you hear this. So VITAL is a study that was conducted over 5 years involving over 2,500 people. So it's a massive quality study. It's also a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study, which are the best ones to do. Basically, the double-blind study simply means that. So, for example, in this case, they had a group of people they gave vitamin D to and a group of people they gave a placebo to. Obviously, the people receiving the supplements didn't know whether they were getting a placebo or the actual thing, but neither did the people who were giving them the supplements, and that's the double blindness of it, which is the best way of doing it. So what they did was they gave them vitamin D, and these were involved people aged 50 and older, and women aged 55 and older, so very relevant to us across the US. It was conducted to investigate whether taking a dietary supplement of vitamin D3 reduced the risk of autoimmune disease. Right, so what exactly is an autoimmune disease? Now, apparently there are over 80 types of autoimmune disease. The ones that you will have heard of: type 1 diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, bowel disease, Addison's disease, Graves' disease, multiple sclerosis, all horrible diseases causing massive suffering to those who are unfortunate enough to have them. These are types of autoimmune disease. What it is it's a disease in which your immune system mistakenly starts to attack your body. So it mistakes part of your body as being foreign, and so it releases proteins called autoantibodies that unfortunately start to attack healthy cells, and it manifests in all these kind of different ways, resulting in over 80 kinds of autoimmune disease. So you can imagine it's massive. And the news is so incredibly exciting, which is why I wanted to jump on here and tell you about it. Because the outcome of this study, now I'm going to leave down below the study itself so that you can look at it, and 2 videos that you can watch. You know, I'm not, obviously I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist. What I'd like to do on this channel is, if I find something that I think you may not have heard, that's going to help you, that could help you, then I like to tell you about the research so that at least you are aware of it, and then you can, or not, depending on what you want to do, research further into it. Now, most of you I know who watch my channel started to take vitamin D, if you weren't taking it already, way back when, in relation to COVID. The problem with lots of people who say, well, it's not really proven that taking supplements helps, there's a good reason for that, because studies are not done. Studies are not done into these things because there's no money in them. You know, in order to be able to conduct a study, which costs a lot of money to do, then the people doing the experimentation have to know that they can get their money back or make a lot of money on it, or however you want to look at it. There isn't that much money in the likes of vitamin D. And so people have not been interested in looking at it until recently. Because for years people have been saying that it helps with this and it helps with that, but because there have been no studies done, then people were saying, oh, well, it hasn't been proven. Well, here it is, folks. Here it is. Here it is, because this new study shows that taking vitamin D lowers the risk of autoimmune disease by 22%. This is evidence-based. Taking vitamin D3 lowers the risk of autoimmune disease by 22%. Now, the other thing, they took 2,000 international units a day for 5 years. That's all. 2,000 units. Now, we've talked about how much you should take before. I can't tell you how much you should take. I had a conversation with someone who said to me 1,000 international units seems like an awful lot to take, and I don't think I ought to be taking that much as a supplement. Just so that you know, I take 5,000 IUs a day. I'm not suggesting you do that. I'm saying that's what I do. Where I live and all kinds of other factors. I'll leave all the videos to vitamin D down below so that you can watch them. But just to put all this into perspective, if it was very sunny and you decided to go and sunbathe for an hour in a bikini outside, your body would take in 20,000 international units in an hour. 20,000. So 1,000 is not only is it not going to harm you, not only is it too much, it isn't enough. It isn't enough. That's coming out study after study. We've been recommended to take vitamin D, but not enough. I've talked about it before. I don't want to on about the same thing again. Do more research, because some of these things, if you're taking the recommended daily allowance, it's not doing you any good at all. And in the UK, I do believe they've upped the recommended daily allowance of vitamin D anyway. So, I also take K2 with vitamin D. I've talked about that before. But there is no argument when you look at the way they went about this study, the length of study, the quality of this study, the result of the study. Taking 2,000 IUs of vitamin D3 a day lowers your risk of autoimmune disease by 22%. Is that not just... It's just the most exciting thing, because it's readily available for everyone. It's cheap as... Oh, I hate that saying, I'm not going to say it. It's just so cheap, vitamin D. You can pick it up at the supermarket. It's available for everyone. We can make sure that everyone has the right amount to help them, to give you the best possible chance of living longer, but living healthily longer too. And I'm so excited about it. That's why I'm back talking about vitamin D. So look at the study yourself down below. Watch the videos, then you can make up your own mind. As I say, in this case, where I'm not qualified in any way whatsoever to suggest anybody do anything in this sense, I just want to make sure that you actually see the research so you can make your own mind up. Tell me what you think about it. Don't you just think it's the most amazing thing? And not only that, but they're doing further investigations now about vitamin D and its relation to cancer and heart disease and all kinds of other things. I just think it's brilliant. Okay, I'll stop there and I'll see you next time. And until then, remember that on the Happy Stuff and Fluff, we are getting happy, living longer and growing younger. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.